Hello, welcome to another tutorial. Today we'll be going over how to set a variable. Now this is very important because in your projects you'll need variables for your if-else conditions, switch case conditions, set conditions, among others. Now to access your variables you go under the programming tab on your AUBO PE, click config and variable config. As you can see here I've set two previous variables already, and to add a new one you can just select the cell, select a type. Let's say I want it to be a bool or int or double or pose. A double is just a decimal value. A bool is just a true or false or 1 or 0. Now let's say I want to select a double. I can either make it a global variable by checking global hold or not a global variable by unchecking this cell, and I will demonstrate with a short program what this means shortly. And I will set a name. Let's say I call this test 3. Make a value. Let's say I want it to be 6.5. I click add, and there we go. You can see that we have added the variable for later use. Now let me demonstrate what a global hold means. So as you can see here, the test variable global hold is false with a value of 0, and test1 is also a value of 0, but global hold is true, meaning test1 is a global variable where test is not. So in this short program, I just set the value of test1 and test to 10. So let's say if I run this, let's see what happens. Now I run this. Under state, I look at, under config, I go to my variable config again. Now, notice this. I've set both test and test1 to 10. However, in my variable config, only my test1 permanently became 10. What this means is that the next time I start the program again or any other projects, my VI test will start off as a value of 0, but my test1 has now been changed permanently to a value of 10. So if you set a value of a global variable in your project, that global variable would take on that value basically forever until you change it again. However, your non-global variable, once the project finishes, it will return to whatever value you previously set it at. So it will not stay at the value that you set it at in your project, but it will just return default back to the value that previously set it at. Whereas your global variable will whatever value you set it to, it will maintain that value until the next time you change it. So that is what the global hold does.